What's going on? What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Blessings to the brothers and sisters out there supporting the channel, man. We up in here. New setup. Y'all see how it's roll. I'm not going to use it every day, but I'm still learning how to use it. So, yeah, bear with your boy. Appreciate everybody for checking in, man. And, let's get it, man. Let's talk about some boxing. Y'all see what we talking about. We talking about Triple G. And you're going to talk about the disrespect for Terence Crawford. So, yeah, man. We going to get it in, man. Give me a minute. Make sure everything rolling proper. El Chinito, what's going on? You going to talk about the... Yeah. Appreciate everybody checking in, man. Just bear with me. Bear with your boy. Bear with me. But yeah, man, make sure you guys check us out on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email as well if you have a business question, inquiry, or sponsorship. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Hellblaze, at thehellblaze.com. Promo code and and the link is in the description. So give me a minute. Making things confusing. Just give me 1 second. Give me a minute. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Triple G, man. Salute to everybody that's up in here. Making sure everything rolling in tight. Let me know if it's any issues. Our stream health is good, so that's good. But yeah. So we rolling in right, man. Getting it together. What's going on, Javier? What's going on, El Chinito? We're gonna talk about what's going on, Brandon Maurice. B Fighter said, yes, indeed, make Triple G fight Andrade, but somehow I know he won't. I'm willing to bet Triple G fight someone we never heard of. Yeah, he had a backup guy. Yeah, Schoolcraft Mont, salute. Lather, salute. Roger Bronick, salute. Rest in power to the brother Nipsey Hussle as usual. But we're gonna talk about Triple G first. Triple G, obviously he ain't trying to fight nobody. He ain't trying to fight nobody. So honestly, what can we really ain't nobody gonna support him on his own for real. So he refused to fight. He was refusing to fight. Andrade. He could. But, the zone need to go ahead and make him fight Andrade, even if they got to sweeten the pot. Obviously, Champ Like Boxer just sent me some stuff. I seen him talking about it earlier, that the zone is for sale. So, I don't know if they selling off a portion of the zone, but he said the zone made me an offer to fight Golovkin. So, naturally, it make it so much bigger. They make it so much bigger for him. If he fight Andrade, the Canelo fight is for all the marbles. And that's what it should have been from the beginning. The Canelo fight is for all the marbles. So had he fought Billy Joe Saunders and became undisputed, Canelo could have already been undisputed, and really he could have done what the fuck he wanted to do. He could have done what he wanted to do. But at the same time, he passed up Billy Joe Saunders. He listened to Oscar De La Hoya. And now they sound like, I thought that according to World Boxing News, and nobody is 100% on sources or knowing what's going to happen in boxing, because dudes are very, very fickle. But we got to address, why did Brandon Adams choose to fight Charlo and not versus Gennady Golovkin? Now, only he can unveil that when the time comes, when they do the opening press conference, because he chose to go to Charlo hometown versus possibly fighting Golovkin in Southern California, because Golovkin, he fought in Southern California before, but Brandon Adams is from Southern California. So it made sense. So they might have been trying to take Brandon Adams East Coast, but really Golovkin don't have no home here. Brandon Adams, he's from LA. But he chose to go fight Jamal Charlo on Showtime in Houston in Jamal Charlo's backyard, June 15th. Was it because the money was so much better? That's what you got to ask yourself. Was it because the money was so much better to fight Brandon Adams? What's going on, Christian Lewis? To fight Charlo? Or was it the fact that the money was the same, but more people will see you? More people will see you on Showtime. Or was it accumulation of, I think I got a better chance versus Jamal Charlo? I think it's like Michael Swin said, PBC paid more. You know, and boxing has really come to this. Jamal Charlo ain't exempt from this. You know, he a brother. We support Jamal. You know, we support everybody. Try to. Right? Right? And D right, you right, bro. I'm gonna get to that Crawford stuff. But you got a peep game though. You know, on this trip, on this Brandon Adams shit, man. Do we really think that he can beat Charlo? Or because really, Golovkin coming off of what? You say October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. He coming off a 9-month layoff. Oh yeah. What's going on, Detroit Coon War? Salute. Golovkin coming off a 9-month layoff. A 9-month layoff. Charlo just fought in December at least. You know, so you probably would think that Brandon Adams thought he had a better chance versus Golovkin due to the layoffs, him looking a little bit out of shape. But then again, maybe he looked at the Matt Korobov fight. He looked at the Korobov fight and say, maybe I can do some things that Korobov did. Is Adams' cat any good? I'm not sure. Oh, Adams' cat. I haven't watched a lot. I watched him beat Shane Mosley. I don't think he on this level. He lost to Willie Monroe. I think that was the Boxino tournament. He lost to Billy Monroe. He got stopped by a cat named John Thompson. And John Thompson got stopped by a couple guys you might know if you look up his thing. But like I said before, Jamal Charlo ain't exempt from this neither. You know, at the end of the day, what make it bad is on Golovkin is that Golovkin and Charlo, they fighting over a guy that just won the contender when they could be fighting each other. And it's not Jamal Charlo fought. Jamal Charlo, he wanted to fight Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin chose to want to take a soft touch and fight Brandon Adams. And knowing Golovkin and knowing Golovkin team, they didn't want to pay Brandon Adams what PBC probably paid him. You know? He lost to Slick Millie, so it means he a bum. I don't believe it means he a bum. Maybe it was early on his career. A lot of these dudes be having jobs, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes be working 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? And then they be trying to train. Glenn Johnson had a full-time construction job. So did Joe Smith. You know, Golovkin should go after Korobov. Them Eastern European fighters don't never want to fight each other. He said Adams got stopped in finals. Oh, yeah, I think he messed it up. I'll wait for Lawrence Williams to come back. I was checking out his stream the other day and shit. Y'all go subscribe to Lawrence Williams, man. Real boxing talk. Thorough. Organic. I heard Dan Rayfield Q&A session that Crawford and Amir Khan ain't getting no back end money. Send me that link, bro. You can email it to me. My email always in the description. So to really go back at it, you really can't blame Jamal Charlo because at the end of the day, Jamal Charlo has expressed he's expressed his desire to go to the zone. He said, I go. But really, do you want to really go through Dervinchenko fighting the title eliminator, Quincy Pinola? He fighting Jack Colcly, who Andrade fought for the regular WBA belt at 154 in Germany. And we thought that joker was going to get robbed. But y'all see I wore my Golovkin shirt, right? The DuckTales shirt. I'm only going to put a DuckTales shirt out. We talking about big ducks. You know, he said ESPN is overpaying Khan. That's why there will be no back end money unless they sell like 500,000. All right, I'm gonna talk about that. Adams got stopped in the Boxino tournament by Willie Monroe and John Thompson. It don't say he got stopped on BoxRec though. Lawrence Williams. You know, they only list him as one knockout on BoxRec, so I don't know. But yeah, like I can't really blame Charlo. Like Charlo said, I'm willing to go over there, but obviously Eddie Hearn is shortchanging him. Eddie Hearn is shortchanging him. Will, what's going on? You know, he's shortchanging him. So at the end of the day, you could take Eddie Hearn, what he say, for a grain of salt. I've made Jamal a massive offer. Obviously, look here, man. You know, these dudes move by the beat of the check. If somebody really offered them enough money to come to the zone, you think that Jamal Charlo gonna turn that shit down with all the opponents over there? No. No, he gonna go over there. He gonna get that fucking money. You know, if they offer him a good money, they only offer him like $2 or $3 million to fight. And real talk, he feel like I done did more than Andrade and Tevin Farmer, or Andrade to be exact, and Danny Jake. I'm not coming over there and signing a 3-fight deal. Then y'all get me over there and I gotta fight Danny Jacobs if he loses to Canelo. Then I gotta fight Andrade just to get to Canelo. And by the time I get to Canelo, the belt's gonna be dropped. Like, look here, man. If I'm coming over there for a 3-fight deal, or if I'm coming over there for one fight, I won't fight Canelo Alvarez. But everybody get Canelo a fucking pass. Everybody get Canelo a fucking pass. Everybody. Everybody get Canelo a pass. Oh, you know, Andrade look bad versus Crawford. Look here, man. If somebody's sorry, why not you just not gonna go ahead and fight him? If somebody's sorry, you might as well just go ahead and fight their ass. No two ways around it. That's just my opinion on the situation. If somebody's sorry, I'm not just gonna be ducking no bum ass nigga. If I know I'm playing somebody for some bread and hooping, or we having a contest, we playing Madden, and I know I can whoop them, like, dog, I'm not running away from no easy money. I ain't never seen nobody run away from easy money. So I don't know exactly what it is about Andrade what it is about Charlo that Canelo don't like. I really don't know what it is. You know, so I can't really tell you what it is. Ali31 said exactly, Andrade called out Triple G to fight him for the belt, and Triple G won a bum bash instead. And he get a pass. He get a pass for that shit. He ducked Charlo. I mean, both Triple G and Canelo. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. Like I said in my other video about Canelo, and people say, what's your problem with Canelo? What's your problem with Canelo? It ain't no problem, man. My problem with Canelo is that when Demetrius Andrade had that fucking strap, that WBO strap at junior middleweight, his old bitch ass hit at 155, then fight for Lara belt at 155. But as soon as Andrade got stripped for inactivity because of the whole Rock Nation shit, guess what Canelo did when Liam Smith and Liam Williams fought for the vacant belt? Canelo came right on down and scooped that WBO belt off when Andrade didn't have it. You know, real talk, you can talk about Triple G too. You know what I'm saying? Triple G been ducking and dodging for years. I've been up on his game. I've been hip to his game for a long time, bro. For a long time. Triple G been doing that shit, man. He sat out there in Kazakhstan trying to wait for a Felix Stern fight when he could have been over here fighting Pavlik, Martinez, Arthur Abraham. Shit, even his little bitch ass could have got up there and he could have went to the Super 6. He could have went to the Super 6. Why didn't he go to the Super 6? That's what I'm asking for. Why didn't he go to the Super 6? Well, Andre Ward and them. All of them was in the same Olympic class. All of them was in the same Olympic class. So don't feed me that bullshit about Triple G. Don't. Because we all know the truth about that dude. Him and Canelo been ducking and dodging opponents for years. You know, Golovkin could have fought Pavlik. People say, well, he had promotional problems. Man, bullshit. The promotional problem was he didn't want to fight nobody. He was trying to wait over there and fight Felix Sturm for years. And as soon as Sergio Martinez tore his knee up, it was at 168. He could have moved his bitch ass up. It was at 168. He could have moved up. Arthur Abraham moved up. He sure did. Arthur Abraham, I don't think he had no soft touch before the Super 6. Arthur Abraham was the WBO. He was the WBO. What's up, World Breaker? He was the WBO motherfucking middleweight champion. Now, he didn't fight nobody at middleweight, and him and Pavlik so happened not to fight each other. But at the same time, you know, he could have moved up. You know, he been ducking too. He was never going to fight Korobov or he said Kovalev. I dropped Kovalev in the gym. Tech. What's going on? Alexander Breckenridge. What's going on? He didn't want to fight none of them dudes, bro. Golovkin been ducking for a long time. He been ducking for a long time. The IBF Abraham had, I thought it was the WBO. Maybe I was wrong. One of them fucking belts he had. And him and Kelly Pavlik should have fought each other. Arthur Abraham had that one hit a quitter at 160. Him and Kelly Pavlik was a dream fight that never happened. And any hardcore boxing fan that remember that, you know, Arthur Abraham wasn't trying to move from Germany though. Yeah, that was at the Super 6. Abraham was at 160 with Pavlik. And eventually Sergio Martinez had beat Pavlik. I think Martinez got dropped 1 or 2 times. Other than that, I mean, he had beat Kelly Pavlik into a bloody pulp. I ain't using OBS. I'm using XSplit, whatever. I mean XSplit. Yeah, that's what it's called. XSplit is way easier for me to use, bro. XSplit is just so much easier. You ain't gotta do all that funny shit. You just plug it and then use it, though. It's just way more user friendly. OBS, I gotta take a whole course on how to use OBS. Because on OBS, World Breaker, and on here, but on OBS, you can put your Google Hangouts and still have your setup here and have Kurt Sugar and everybody else you want on. The Google Hangouts, you can embed it into your OBS. You can do it on here too. You know, I'm gonna get the phone line on here pretty soon. Banco Boxing, like, I should get the phone line. I heard that 7 times before, so I do the phone line. So I'm working on that as well too. But give me time. I'm working on that. He said I figured out how to work. It's easy for me now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a course on that shit. That shit like fucking arithmetic. I had it down packed, but then I started using stream elements in my setup, and it just didn't work. Edison Miranda was a hype job. Yeah, he did drop the fuck out of Andre Ward though. Sheldon Holmes, what's going on? He dropped the fuck out of Andre Ward, I believe. Yeah, I seen your new design with the Texas logo. Yeah, that shit hot. You can use stream elements to do your custom design too. But I didn't get it to work on OBS though. But stream elements, you can customize your shit too with custom jars and shit like that. My stream element shit was cold. Ryan Lamb said the Hellblaze lemon toothpaste is great. Yeah, I got the muscle relaxer rub for my back. That shit feel good as hell, man. You don't even gotta put no heat on it. But if you take a Flexeril with that shit and lay on some heat, or not even without the heat, that shit, man, my back feels so much better. Spencer versus Floyd in September. I ain't heard that. Somebody came in with my chat saying that. I don't believe that shit. Like Floyd said, if you ain't hear from Fight Hype, you ain't hear it. It ain't true. That was Darnell Boone. I didn't Anderson Miranda. Oh, he broke Arthur Abraham draw. You know, he said I used Streamlabs OBS before it was limiting. That was an April Fool's joke. Yeah, I didn't believe that. Yeah, back on this Golovkin character, bro. You know, like I said, man, they probably gonna expect us to jump on Jamal Charlo because they was fighting for the rights, and I'm not gonna disrespect. He said it was April Fool's joke on the Mayweather Boxing Channel. I'm not gonna, that ain't gonna happen. I won't go disrespect Brandon Adams. I don't want to. He seemed like a really nice kid. He was doing an interview on the Boxing Voice the other night. But my whole issue with my whole issue with Golovkin, I'm not gonna put no issue on Charlo. Charlo wanted to fight him. Hey man, Abel Sanchez had been saying that they didn't want to fight Jamal Charlo for years on Dante Boxing Nation. And congratulations to Dante for opening up a hotel and restaurant in where is it, in Thailand. He opened up a restaurant and hotel in Thailand. So salute to the big homie, man. Much respect, much love for Dante, man. I really, really love Dante shit, man. Dante been along for a long time. And Dante for the people, man. He for the black people. So salute to him. But you can't even spin this. You can't even spin this on Charlo. You can't. Well, Charlo, he fighting the bum. Well, Golovkin had been ordered to fight him before December, after December. It didn't happen. They didn't want to pay him. This nigga stupid, bro. They didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to fight him, and then Eddie Hearn said he offered him get him Mike Salute. They offered him this big ass contract, but really it's like what he already getting, or it's less than what Jamal Charlo getting. It's less than what he getting. So at the end of the day, why should I sign to the DAZN? You want me to fight everybody but Golovkin and Canelo. You won't want me to fight Danny Jacobs if he lose to Canelo. I'm already tell you what's gonna happen. After Danny Jacobs loses to Canelo, if that's in fact what happened, they're going to try to feed. They're gonna try to sick Danny Jacobs on Jamal Charlo. Why should I tell you, bro? Oh yeah, Danny, if you can get that interim title, you can get a Canelo rematch and get another big ass payday. Why should I tell you, bro? SJ Fish 101 salute. Why should I tell you? That's exactly what they gonna do. Well, Danny Jacobs gonna get used as a pit bull, bro. They gonna sick him on Charlo. He gonna be calling out Charlo. He gonna be calling him all types of bums. He gonna take a nice little vacation with the bag he getting. If it's 15, 10 million, whatever he getting, he gonna take a nice little vacation, right? He gonna come back calling out Charlo. Come on, boy, you want to fight? All that, and watch, and the fans gonna say, "Ooh, Charlo ducking him. Ooh, Charlo ducking him." But at the end of the day, when he pulled up on Charlo and everybody said, "Ooh, look at Danny, he punked Charlo." But if you really listen to it, everybody want to look at the flash in the pan. Everybody want to look at the flash in the pan. And the flash in the pan is that, his body language looked like he was talking some shit. But if you really listen to him, if you really listen to him, Charlo said, "You drop your opponent, I'll drop mine." "Oh, no, I'm touching M's. I'm touching M's. I'm touching M's." I'm like, "Nah, nigga, like, we fight 2 weeks apart. Like, a week apart. We fight, like, Charlo fought the week before. I was there for that fight. Then the next week, homeboy could have fought. Then Jacobs could have fought. But Jacobs didn't want to drop his opponent. So he kept it moving. So he wasn't trying to fight him. So then when Charlo tried to play, like, nah, nigga. Because at the end of the day, Andre Rozier and and Jacobs talked all that shit. He talked all that shit about Charlo being on steroids. Him, Demetrius Andrade, all them hate on spin. All them niggas from the East Coast, J-Rock, Steven Bredman, happy birthday to him, by the way. It ain't got no personal beef with them niggas. Like, I respect them. But all them was hating on all them niggas from Texas, bruh. All of them niggas from the East Coast. All of them was hating on them. And that's a fact. Because if you go back and listen to J-Rock when he fought Charlo, go back. Everybody get mad at Charlo for saying fuck him after that fight, after he got knocked out. But if you listen to what J-Rock, all the shit J-Rock was talking, all that yip yap that J-Rock was talking, nah, ain't no shaking hands after the fight. I wouldn't be mad if Charlo spit in that nigga face after he knocked him out. Because he was talking cash shit. He said, Kevin Stallion said, "What's going on? You don't think they'll put Jacobs on Triple G in order to get Canelo a rematch?" Nope. Triple G ain't gonna fight him. Triple G get that little 15, 20 million in his return bout, and he'll retire on their ass. Why should I tell you? Triple G, it ain't Tom Loeffler. It ain't Abel Sanchez. Triple G is the boss. He pick and choose his opponents. He the one that's joking. Andre Rozier is alluded that Charlo was... He said it. He didn't allude it. He said it. He basically just went on and said it. And then you talk all this shit, and then you go fight somebody that was on PEDs. Then you go fight somebody that's on PEDs. Ain't that hypocrisy at its finest? Ain't that hypocrisy at its finest? You saying you won't fight this guy because you think he on roids, but you go fight a guy that's knowingly on them roids. No, Lubin wasn't yapping as hard as J-Rock was. Only reason you heard Lubin yap louder is because that fight had a bigger spotlight. Because if you go back in history, you know, for all you niggas that just got in boxing, or just only look at the top boxing, if you go back in history, you go back and let me plug up my phone real quick. You go back in history before the motherfucker die. But if you go back in history, Charlo pushed the J-Rock fight back because he was thinking about moving up, but he had got a medical exception for LASIK eye surgery. He was legally blind. Jamal Charlo, they said he was legally blind, so the IBF granted him a medical exception. He kept it under wraps. Team J-Rock, J-Rock in particular, was going around telling, and Stephen Bradman too, Stephen Bradman was going around telling people that Jamal Charlo was flushing the steroids out of his system. And they said that they refused to take the vital random drug test. Okay? At the end of the day, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look here, if somebody refused to take a drug test, and I feel so strongly about drug test, I'm not fighting nobody if they not taking no drug test. So at the end of the day, you still C. Jones, what's going on? 0224. If you still fought a motherfucker knowing that you thought he was on something or they refused to take a drug test, that's on you. You can't kiss and tell. You know? So they went in there confident they could beat that man. That man couldn't even make the weight no more. He forced himself to make weight. He didn't say nothing to the whole fight. J-Rock was yapping. You a bum, you garbage. He said everything under the sun. Times what Lubin did to Jamil times 5. That's how bad J-Rock was talking shit to Jamal Charlo. They fight. He was getting the best of Charlo for a second. Charlo did a cold roll, counter, uppercut. That shit was the sweetest shit I ever seen damn near in boxing. And he clocked that motherfucker, man. He dropped him. And then after he dropped that joker, he then got up and finished him off. And then J-Rock wanted to apologize after talking all that shit. And Charlo said, "No, man, get your ass up over there on the curve." For real. For real. He was sitting there running his fucking mouth. He was running his mouth. Jamal Charlo didn't disrespect, he didn't disrespect J-Rock. And then he goes, Mazuma TV, he don't make videos no more. But he still be around. Mazuma TV, he called it the Instagram. And like a couple months later, before Charlo got the 160, he was at the bar. This nigga was drunk though. He was at the bar. He got into it with Jesse Hart. He told Jesse Hart he'll whoop his ass. He said he'll beat Danny Jacobs. This before he fought at 160. He said I'll beat Danny Jacobs. I beat up Canelo and I beat up Golovkin. He called all 4 of them out. This is before he took a fight. This is after the J-Rock fight. He put all of them on notice. Because he was like, yeah, look at my B. She got a fat booty and stuff. He was loking on that boy. But he told Jesse Hart that he would come up and whoop his ass too. He told, because Jesse Hart, because he started talking about Philly because some East Coast niggas was disrespecting Texas. But a lot, like I said before, a lot of these dudes don't know that though, man. They only pay attention to the fighters they want to pay attention to. So thus, if you don't know the backstory, now you think Jamal Charlo an asshole. Oh, now I don't like Jamal Charlo for doing that. You know? But that's if you don't know the backstory. Now that you know it, now how many people don't blame Charlo no more? You know? You know? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, Jamal won't smoke. Like it or not, if he came up short versus core body off, he barely edged him, you thought it was a draw, or you thought he got dominated, you can't hate on somebody that's ambitious. You know, you talk about Amir Khan. You can't hate on Amir Khan because guess what? Amir Khan get his ass whooped, and guess what? He get back up and he keep fighting. Amir Khan is as close as a throwback fighter that this generation didn't have, bro. Real talk. Amir Khan is the best thing. Is the most throwback. If I had to look back and say, you know what fighter got the mindset of a throwback fighter? It's Amir Khan. It ain't too many other brothers that's close to Amir Khan. Amir Khan ain't never ducked no fucking fade. No matter how ludicrous it sound will come out his lip, Amir Khan ain't never ducked no fade, bruh. And he never ain't ducked nobody. He said fight Danny, he fought Danny. You know, he said fight Lamont, he fought Lamont. He fought Collazo. You know, he fought everybody. You know, he wanted to fight for the most part. Amir Khan ain't ducked no smoke. He lost Zachary Salute. You know, other than Kell Brook, which I think is just fine, it's gonna happen because that's gonna be his last money fight. But he ain't ducking no smoke. He gonna fight Kell Brook. He gonna fight him. He gonna fight him. I don't think he's scared of Kell Brook. I just think this is his last shot to get something. If not, when he ready to cash out, he'll fight Kell Brook. That motherfucker ain't ducked Danny. He ain't ducked Lamont. He ain't ducked nobody. He didn't duck Madonna. That nigga ain't ducked nobody. But at the end of the day, UK fans still gonna pay for that. Still gonna pay for that. That's like you got a stash in the crib. You know, you take some bread out, you got some money put up, but then you got a stash. You know what I'm saying? And you like, okay, man, I only took 50 out tonight, or I took 100 out tonight to go to the casino. I'm only really supposed to, go to the club with 20, hit the casino with another 40, gamble a 40, and then if I want something to eat, and then the rest I put up. But you know what? You like, okay, I'm on the road tonight. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this whole 80, 100 off, or whatever I got left. I know I got some bread at the crib. I didn't take all my money. That's kind of how I kind of look at it. Black Caesar said, guarantee Khan come to fight. He going to have more fight in him than Mikey against Garcia. Yeah, Khan don't know how to survive. He don't know how to hold. All he knows is how to destroy. Even when he up in fights, his best attribute is his legs. That's his best defense. His legs. You know? That's his best defense, so, you know, but like I said before, to end out on this Triple G shit, Triple G should be forced, Daryl Lee, salute. Triple G should be forced to fucking fight Demetrius Andrade, Ronald Finkley, salute. He should be forced to fight Demetrius Andrade. At the end of the day, you know, if Triple G scared of this Demetrius Andrade that I seen fight against Walter K, I didn't really catch his Arthur Okova fight. But he didn't stop Orkova until the end, and then I heard that was questionable, and I seen that part. So at the end of the day, that just show you how much respect that a lot of them motherfuckers got for Andrade, because Andrade can go in there and box the fuck out of Triple G ears off. It's just a matter of fact. It's just a matter of how much gas he got in the tank. But really, it's really a matter of fact of how much gas Triple G got in the tank. Because if Triple G getting the hell beat out of him, or he getting outpointed for 6 rounds. Then you can see Triple G quit. Yeah, I ain't talking about Paulie, man. Fuck Paulie. I ain't got no words for Paulie. He's a sucker. No Salucky. He need to fight Montanero. He need to go ahead and fight Demetrius Andrade, man. No fucking Salucky. Let Salucky fight somebody else. You know, he need to go over there and fight Demetrius Andrade. And I guarantee you, a lot of people will be excited about that fight. You know, a lot of people will be excited about Demetrius Andrade. And Triple G. I would actually consider going to that fight. I'm really looking to go to a fight in Vegas. That's really what I'm trying to hold out for. I seen Willie Monroe did an interview about his roids and shit. His PEDs. Man, he in a fucked up spot. But, you know, I really want to go catch a fight in Vegas. I've never done that before. But I'm planning to go to the Wilder fight. I'm thinking about it, but I might just stack my money up for a Vegas fight. You know, if I go to the Wilder fight, I'm a double back. I hope Sean and Earl is in Vegas or in Southern California. That's where I really want to go. No offense to Texas, that shit too hot down there in September. I'm straight on that hot shit. I know it's, at least in California, I'll be burning in bad bitches. You know what I'm saying? They can only force the champ to fight Triple G. I think that's what I mean. If he's a number one contender, Triple G, I doubt can be forced to fight him. I agree. You know, Triple G want that bag though. How you got to fight? How you got to force a nigga to fight for a world title? That sound bad, bro. How do you have to force somebody to fight for a world title? Ducking Texas smoke. I ain't ducking no fucking Texas smoke. Then y'all heat that shit. Y'all cool that shit down in Texas. Cool that shit down. Y'all ain't got shit in that motherfucker for me at no September, but 110-degree weather. I'm good. Or I only gonna move at nighttime in Vegas, baby. I'm only gonna move at nighttime. I'll be in the fucking Bellagio, or I go to the lawn bar, the lawn bar downtown. I go out there. I'll be in a casino all day. I ain't got no problem. What is it do in Texas? Don't y'all got a curfew like us, 2 in the morning? And I ain't in the titty bars. I ain't in the titty bars. I ain't into coochie by my steak. No, I get my steak and my lamb chops to go. You know, I get my lamb chops to go. Y'all got some good lamb chops in Texas. But at nighttime, what is there to do in Texas? Don't y'all got a curfew at 2? Real talk. Ain't y'all curfew in Texas at 2 in the morning too? Vegas don't have no curfew. Vegas don't have no curfew. So I ain't getting up until 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Because I ain't going to sleep till 8 in the morning. I don't even leave when I used to be younger in Detroit. I ain't used to leave the casino till 6, 7 in the morning. You know? And I don't like barbecue. So if that's what y'all got to offer, y'all can keep it. Triple G might be fighting Luis Arias. I can believe it. Get him Jalen Love. You know, but he need to be fighting Demetrius Andrade, man. That's why the zone is gonna fail, man. And a lot of native boxers, what's going on? A lot of dudes say, why would you guys want the zone to fail? Look here, I ain't got nothing against the zone. You know, he said they got good steak and burger. What about y'all lamb chops, nigga? That's what Detroit niggas eat. We eat lamb chops, nigga. I like me a good steak, but I like me some lamb chops. If I'm coming up to the club, or if I'm going to the titty bar, I want some lamb chops. I DoorDash that shit though. I DoorDash the shit out of some lamb chops, nigga. But I do like a good steak. I do want them big ass Texas burgers y'all got before I stop eating red meat again. But a lot of motherfuckers be like, why you guys want the zone to fail? Look here, man, I don't want the zone to fail. I don't give a shit if it fail or succeed. But if it do so happen to fail, that's gonna change the money in boxing. A lot of these dudes that's on that pedestal, their money gonna start coming down. London Bridge is falling down. Watch what I tell you. You know, unless you like Earl Spencer, he smoke everybody, or unless you like Canelo, everybody else, all these niggas like Dennis Hogan, who getting $350K to fight he getting $350K to fight Jaime Munguia. Man, that nigga would have been lucky to get $100K or $50K. You know what I'm saying? Or $50K. All that shit, man, they gonna come falling down. Look at ESPN, them niggas struggling. They struggling. He said lamb chops good at Perry Uptown, Jack Steakhouse, and Ocean Uptown. Well, I'm gonna come to Texas, give me some fucking lamb chops. But I want to go to Vegas or Southern California, catch up with Town and Cali. Y'all Texas motherfuckers, that shit too hot. At least it ain't Houston, because Houston I heard hot and humid. I got a couple niggas in Houston. Vegas got them crazy pool parties in LA and shit. I ain't been to South Central in a minute, bro. Now the way them niggas going crazy right now, I'm good. Texas is drinking. Man, I look here, man. I had some beer. Somebody bought me some beer for my birthday. You know, some beer, 12-pack. Man, why that shit taste good all of a sudden? Beer wasn't tasting that good when I was 28, 29. I've had under 10 beers in my life. I've had under 10. I never had more than 10 beers in my life. Never. I can count on both my. I probably had maybe 7 beers in my entire life. So I've never had 10 beers, and I'm 30. Never. But I don't drink a lot neither, though. I don't drink just for fun. I drink probably once a month. I might drink. I got a fifth Avion Respado, whatever they call that shit in the refrigerator. I bought this weekend. You know, Thomas Delorme available. Stop it. You know, but Triple G need to be fighting Andrade. You know, but that Budweiser, that bitch tastes good as fuck. Yeah, I don't smoke. I smoked weed for like a period of time, like in college. I smoked weed for a period of time in college. I ain't like regular weed. That shit gave me a headache. But other than that, man, I ain't smoked weed in over almost about 10 years. But I smoked it for like 2 or 3 months. Probably not even that. Other than that, I'm not a big smoker and drinker, dog. You know. No, I don't smoke nothing. I don't do no hookah, none of that shit. That crackhead nigga shit. You know, but I can drink though. If I need to, I will get down. But about Triple G, he need to fight Andrade, man. I will pay $20 for that. Real talk, I pay $20 for that shit. They can take my 20. Cause I put that joker on my big screen. It's Ishay Smith. That nigga retired. All right, let's talk about the hypotheticals for Triple G since everybody throwing them out there. I ain't play FanDuel tonight, y'all. I smoked my boy last night. I had Eric Bledsoe, and somebody else went dumb last night. I can't remember. I had Bledsoe. He went stupid. Let me pull up the contender sheet. Then we talk about Terence Crawford. That's gonna be the meat of the show. What's going on, Renardo Tool? But okay, let's look at the. Y'all want to start at the junior middleweight division? Let's start off there. He can fight Austin Trout. Liam Williams available. Liam Smith available. Maybe get still Selucky away from Andrade. I don't really see too many other people. I don't know a lot of these dudes. Terrell Goucher. He can offer Terrell Goucher what he paid Brandon Adams. Goucher fought Arizona. Here go the good one. Cracking my back. Here go the good one. How about Jeff Horn versus Deion Johnson? Jeff Horn versus Triple G. How about that? Jeff Horn versus Rob Brandt with ESPN. Jeff Horn versus Triple G. What about that one? Jeff, me so horny. Oh, so horny. Been like you a long time. What about Jeff Horn? I say Jeff Horn. I'm putting my money on Jeff Horn. Ooh, so horny. Ooh, so horny. I know about 2 Live Crew. He said, no, Jeff Horn only won the fight in Australia. You better pack your bags up and go to Australia. Get the fuck out my house. Trick, you come in my house now, talking all that shit. Now get your stinking ass, you trifling ass. 2 Live Crews to be lit. All right, let's go through the middleweight contenders. Oh, this is the guy he was supposed to fight. Kamil Zurzurameta. That's who he was supposed to fight. That's who he gonna fight. Let's look at Kamil Zurzurameta. Let's look at his box rec if y'all want to have some fun. All right. Oh, Felix Trinidad need that bag. He need the bag too, bro. All right, Kamil Zurzurameta. He's ranked number 2 in the WBC behind Golovkin. And let's look at his box rec. His box rec is he 19-0. 0 losses, 0 draws with 4 knockouts. He's enrolled in VADA. He got a 21% KO ratio. He had 19 bouts, 134 rounds. He's 29 years old. He's Polish, and he turned pro in December 2nd, 2012. 5'9.5", no reach on him. Best win is over Old Kassim Uma. In 2016, he won a unanimous decision. Other than that, I don't see too many people on here that I recognize. You know, so I think that's who he might fight. All right, back to the spreadsheet. The Dam. Could he fight in the Dam? Ryota Murata, he with ESPN. Jason Quigley, he a Golden Boy fighter. You know, that could happen on his own. I think that's a good Kamil and Jason Quigley, the two I'm believing. Yamaguchi Falcoa, Derevchenko already fighting. I don't think the Falcoa brothers are aligned. One is with Golden Boy, and one is with Yamaguchi is with Golden Boy, and the other Falcoa, Escavia, is with Top Rank, I believe. Stephen Butler is a guy he might pick on, a Canadian. He can fight a little bit or a lot of bit. He's strong. Luis Arias, somebody said that already. Would they recycle Gabriel Rosado and do Rosado Triple G too? Hugo Centennial. Matt Korobov is fighting somebody already. I believe David Lemieux is fighting at 168 for the regular WBA belt versus John Ryder, I heard. That can be on the Canelo undercard, I heard. And other than that, there ain't too many other guys in there. So my best guess is he going to fight Camille or he going to fight Jason Quigley. That's my best guess. CB Sports, what's going on? Neutral Naffle said he'll fight Willie Campfort. Was it? Campfort. So where's Willie Campfort? He at 154? Because I don't even see that motherfucker rank. Yeah, he number 11 at 154. Yeah. I appreciate it, Angel Santos. It's a work in progress. All right. Okay. So we talked about Triple G. We know Andrade's probably going to fight So Lucky because Triple G ain't mad enough to beat him. Camille Germain pulled out of talks with Triple G because he wants to fight on the WBA side. Okay. a ducker ducking a ducker. Make that make sense. Yeah, Alex Santos, me so horny. Where MBT Boxing at? Tell MBT Boxing, tell this boy Jeff Warren get over and fight Triple G. Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. Oh, so horny. What if Jeff Warren go in there and knock out Triple G, bruh? I'm crowning him, man. Greatest Australian fighter I ever seen besides Kasazu. I'm crowning him. Move over, Billy Dibb. I'm talking shit. I'm crowning him, man. Jose, what's going on? Jose done took his whole last name off, nigga. The feds must be watching. I'ma be fresh as hell. Let the feds watching. And my 2 Chainz voice. Triple G fight Anthony Mundine. They gonna have to wheelchair Anthony Mundine in the ring, bruh. Jeff Horn will give Triple G gimmick all the work he wants, though. I love to see Jeff Horn and Triple G. Fuck it. You know? Triple G versus me so horny. Triple G, take your ass over there to Suncorp Arena. Yeah, go over to Australia. I can't stand Triple G, bruh. His face just annoying. Like, you just want to punch it. He look like he got a pregnant woman face. His face look like my stomach to a certain extent, nigga. That nigga shit just look... Nah, that nigga look like Peter Griffin's stomach, dog. His shit just like a butterball turkey or some shit. I'm confused. Why is Triple G scared of slightly above average guys? I don't know. I don't fucking know. But let's talk about Terence Crawford now. Some people in the chat was bringing up that Terence Crawford and Amir Khan ain't getting no back-end money unless it does crazy numbers. That's crazy, bruh. Yeah, Stewie Griffin is a better one. They said that Crawford and them ain't getting no back-end money, bro. So, whatever Crawford is guaranteed, you on pay-per-view and you ain't getting no shit on the back end? You know, you ain't getting no money on the back end? You know what I'm saying? You fighting on pay-per-view, and I don't know if this is true or not. You fighting on pay-per-view, and you ain't getting no money on the back end, though? What's the fucking point of being on pay-per-view then? Walt Disney got it. They just spent $71 billion on acquiring Fox. And then they going to get some of that $71 billion back because they got to sell off Fox Sports. You know, you ain't going to get nothing. You might get a promotional cut. I think he get a promotional cut for B&B Boxing. But you on pay-per-view and you don't see no back-end money. So really, Crawford probably getting 5 or 6 with his promotional cut. Oh, he said that's not true. I don't know because I don't see that money doing. I don't see that pay-per-view doing no money no way. They ain't promoting shit. That nigga on Max Kellerman show. I said, oh my god, you talking about rock bottom? Rock bottom, like nigga Max Kellerman show. Where he the only Negro in the world that still got Lomachenko at number 2 on his pound for pound. Anton Ports, what's going on? He's the only Negro in the world that still got him. What article saying they ain't getting no back-end money posted in the link? Hey, you tell them. He said it was in Dan Rayfield Q&A or some shit. I don't know where the guy went. Will Crawford and Con pay-per-view do over 50,000? I would hope. I think the post style did 60 or 70,000. He said, I'm gonna buy Bud and Tia and Shakur. I'm thinking about buying it. But yeah, Crawford did. He straight tried to hold me and take money out of my pocket. So I ain't gonna never forget that shit. As bad as I want to support black fighters, man, fuck that. Fuck that. It did 90. Somebody said it did 70. I don't know, man. Amir Khan ain't been a public eye. But that pay-per-view card better than that. Better than PBC shit. Nephew Charming Chucky said I'm buying it. It's better than that PBC shit. Cause Teofimo Lopez fighting this Italian guy in the top 10. He ain't shit though. He like the Camille Zermatt lightweight. And then Shakur fighting Christopher Diaz. I think that's the fight I want to see the best. But I do want to see how Bud is gonna break down Amir Khan. Cause like everybody else say, Bud, I mean nobody ever outboxed Amir Khan. So I want to see it. But they ain't gonna get that nigga no credit though. You know that. But ESPN still trying to sell Lomachenko as the #1 fighter. Man, fuck up out of here, man. Fuck up out of here. I'll take a Canelo with no roids over Lomachenko. Verdejo, oh man, what that nigga doing? He sweeping up the steps and shit now. That motherfucker sweep. He gonna be cleaning up with the cleanup crew after the fight. So I know Verdejo ain't fighting. That motherfucker just ain't got it. He ain't got the heart of no fighter. Good amateur, terrible pro. He ain't got the will. This motherfucker want to be popping willies, on the highway and singing riding songs, man. He ain't got it, man. It's over with for that nigga, man. They really wanted to put him in there with Lomachenko. And they tried to have Lomachenko. Say that, he was a great amateur. He's my toughest amateur fight. Whoop-de whoop, whoop, whoop. Nah, we ain't buying that shit. They ain't pushing Crawford as this is the best fighter in the world, pound for pound. They ain't pushing shit for Crawford, man. Man, Crawford got to be mad about this, man. He got to be. If I'm Errol Spence, man, I'm like, man, 70-30, take it or leave it. Right now, if you fight me right now, you can have 65-35. And like I said before, motherfuckers want to say, oh, you an Earl hater. I'm a nigga that keep it real. Y'all might not like it. Everybody say, oh, I want you to keep it real with me. Nah, I'm going to tell you this right now. Niggas don't want you to keep it real with them. As soon as you tell your man, like, oh, man, you a little musty, nigga. Your breath stink. You know what I'm saying? Or as soon as you tell your man, you tell him the truth. Like, yeah, Brittany a hoe, man. She was, That's why I'm going to tell you this, man. Not to get off subject. I'm going to get back to the Crawford shit. But that's why when niggas see they nigga girl out there cheating with other niggas, that's why niggas don't say nothing. Cause as soon as you tell them, I seen Sierra out there cheating with that nigga from from 5th Street or whatever. Oh no, you a hating ass nigga. That probably was her cousin. Then he gonna flip on you. Y'all gonna fall out for keeping it too real. That's why, hey man, that's why niggas don't like me, dog. I'ma keep it real, bruh. And I'm the same nigga when you come and you step into my energy. That's the way I rock out. I don't got a ton of friends. I'ma just keep it 100. A lot of motherfuckers don't like you to keep it 100. A lot of motherfuckers, you don't like when you constructive criticism. And it's tough to take constructive criticism, trust me. You know what I'm saying? When somebody critiquing something about your passion, some of your work, or they go over they proofread your work or go over your work and this ain't right. And it's frustrating because you feel like you put your heart and soul into that shit. Chris Ray, salute. It's frustrating, but shit, after a while, when you get older, you're going to have to accept constructive criticism and you're going to have to embrace it and work on your shit. Now get to a point where a nigga nitpicking, that's hating. Like just trying to find, that's the definition of hate. Going out your way to trying to find something wrong with a particular place, person, or subject, whatever it may be. That's Heavy D, what's going on. That's the definition of hate. When you go out your way to say whoop, 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 just like a lot of these niggas go out their way to say this wrong with Crawford, he ain't did this, whoop, that's hate. And what a lot of people do is they project their hatred on you as a rebuttal. When you be real and say, well Earl do this and don't do this well Crawford do whoop, nah man, don't give me that same hate, keep it real. But at the end of the day, that comes with the territory, bro. I don't sit here and hold my opinion for nobody. For what? That's what we here for, to exchange our opinion. As long as it ain't getting disrespectful, stepping out of line, we here to share our opinion and talk boxing. These niggas be getting their panties in a bunch of shit. No, they want to go on their little shows and talk shit because somebody said something about Earl. Like, dude, get the butt plug out your ass, man. You can't say shit wrong about some of these fighters, man. Shit wrong. Or, you know, like I said before, man, you just got to keep it real, man. And a lot of dudes don't keep it real. I don't have nobody. I don't interview these niggas. I don't wish to interview these niggas, man. I don't wish to be on, oh, let me get whoop-de-whoop on the phone. No, I don't want to talk to you, nigga. I ain't got enough time in the day to be sitting here talking. If I go on a vacation or if I go to a boxing fight, it's to get the fuck up out the house, to get the fuck away from my girl for a minute. Or for us to take a quick vacation and get away from Detroit for a minute. Other than that, I don't want to be on the video. If I happen to catch you in the hallway, I'll chop it up with you. What's going on? Oh, whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Other than that, man, I just can't see myself interviewing a lot of these dudes, man. I can't do it. Because one of these niggas say something to me, either I'm going to get my ass whooped or he going to leave him to Amalams. It's going to be one or the other. And just know I ain't exchanging no blows with no niggas. I'm going to straight grab your ass and scoop you and put you right on your fucking neck. So either you going to catch me, and if you catch me, you better be able to hurt me. Because when I grab your ass, I'm going to do that Kurt Angle special move he had. What they call that shit back in the day? The Kurt Angle, when he suplex your ass and he do like the Olympic circle and he put you on your neck, that's the fuck I'm going to do. Because I'm going to try to take your fucking head off. For real. Ain't nobody exchanging hands with these niggas, man. Nobody. I'm going to go ahead and scoop the shit out your ass and do the Kurt Angle thing. But it shouldn't even have to come to that. But niggas, everybody respect each other. You know, I'm not going to come with no disrespectful shit. You know, but like I said before, let's get back to Kurt Angle. I don't know shit about Kurt. I just know that nigga, that was his special move, nigga. I had that shit on SmackDown. I don't know shit else about Kurt Angle, bruh. When I found out wrestling was fake, I stopped watching that shit altogether. It was right around SmackDown. It was after SmackDown 2 came out. And I found out that wrestling shit was fake, bro. Oh, my God. It hurt my heart. I never looked at wrestling again, bro. I don't look at it the same. It was around the time when John Cena was still the villain. You know, you can't carry no gun in New York. If you in New York, you can't carry no gun in New York, nigga. They all carry blades and shit. Blades in their mouth. You know. Oh, yeah. All WWE. Attitude. WCW versus NWO. I think that was on 64. SmackDown versus SmackDown. I only knew SmackDown 1 and 2. This before SmackDown and Rocket. All them motherfuckers was the shit. But to get back on this dude Crawford. Hey, keep that same energy at ESPN. Oh, No Mercy. Yeah, that was hot. Keep that same energy. That same energy that Terence Crawford got. Keep it at ESPN. That he put on us, saying that, and pretty much Tuckernomics. I remember that. Pretty much he'll sit here and say, oh, the black channels is hating on me, they against me. I don't want to interview with y'all niggas and whoop-de whoop whoop whoop. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's another reason why a lot of niggas don't fuck with Bud, right? Bud act like everybody against him. So at that point, he created a rift between him and his black fans. See, Deontay Wilder is not beloved because of just because of his boxing skills. It's probably the last thing it's about Deontay Wilder. Wilder is loved because of what he stands for. Wilder is the people's champ. You know, Angel Santos said Wilder was walking out in Brooklyn with no security guard and took a picture with him. Wilder is the people's champ. That's what Wilder is. Wilder is the people's champ. He's the people's champ. He interviewed with everybody from Colossal Sports TV to a ton of these dudes behind the gloves. He interviewed with everybody, and it ain't. Olympic Slam, appreciate it, Charles Tiller. I knew what the fuck, I forgot what it was called. That's a Kurt Angle move, but and when you get those interviews with him, he's engaged with everybody. It ain't like, oh yeah, it ain't like his fucking bologna and bread with a little bit of mayo and some cheap government cheese on it. Deontay Wilder is engaged in every video he in, every interview he do. He sound like he happy to be there. He sound like he blessed to be in the position. It ain't no, I don't do no interviews and shit. Niggas like that, man, I don't fuck with people like that, bro. That whole Charlo shit with Fred, man, Fred need me to roll with that nigga, bro. Real talk. I don't even want to go to these fights. But I just want to shadow Fred one day, bro. Because I just want to tell that nigga, like, look here, man, no. Like, don't even fuck with that nigga, man. Like, sometimes you need that nigga right there. You know, but it's a different game when you in the media, though. But I'd be like, man, fuck you, nigga. Real talk. I'd be like, man, fuck your hoe ass. I'd be put out off rip. I had to go in that bitch off some motherfucking, off some tequila or some shit. Some real shit. Some El Toro or some Hornitos or some shit like that. I'm gonna have to go in that bitch drunk. Not drunk, but drunk enough where, yeah, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because the way some of them niggas be treating them niggas on the phone interviews, I'm good, bruh. Or just interviews in general. That motherfucker Charlo was like, I don't even do interviews. And I'm like, damn, nigga. Like, damn, really? And then the whole Bud thing, Bud created that riff. You know, he do interview with certain people, but it ain't like profile. But when people see you going over there kissing behind the gloves ass, or people see you going over there kissing Fight Hype ass when people don't like Ben Thompson, but it is what it is. I ain't had no problem with Fight Hype until that motherfucker over there took my fucking video and turned it into a story and should have said and gave a nigga credit. But you know what? I kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? An interview with Ellie with a smile on his face and a Coca-Cola and a straw hat on his head. You know what I'm saying? You know, so at the end of the day, that's why motherfuckers don't like them. See, they give Charlo a pass because he from the South. That's just what it is. He from Texas, and that whole Texas movement with their fighters, them niggas can do no wrong, real talk. You know, Jamel, like niggas overlook Jamel. You know, but at least Jamel will get in there and he'll talk to Fred or Jamal to cover. He'll talk to a Fred. He'll talk to a few of the black reporters and stuff. Jamal kind of covered for them. But like I said, Terence Crawford, that nigga ain't fucking with niggas. Oh, you again? Like, nigga, how you gonna generalize a community or a race? Or y'all against me? Like, dude, look here, man. We can go over some questions I'm gonna ask you before we even do an interview, and that's it. I'm gonna ask you some questions, and that's it. But then again, it was another motherfucker that interviewed Terence Crawford, and I want to call him a motherfucker, but I want to say it's vilified media, and I watch his shit, right? I always don't agree with him, but I watch his shit, and he a good interviewer. I don't want to say it was him, but I believe it was him, and it was at a top rank card last year. And I want to say it might have been a Jose fight, but he had asked Crawford. Crawford said, basically they had agreed before he did the interview, I would guess, that Crawford said, he told him I'm only going to answer questions about this fight, the fights tonight. And I think it was vilified media. And I think he asked him a question about Jeff Horn or Benavidez, whoever it was at the time. He said, I told you I'm only answering questions about this fight. Or these fights right here. And I said, I see what type of nigga that nigga is, all right? See, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get with Bud and be like, hey, Bud, man, like, all right, I'm going to ask you these, hey, your questions, bro. I just want to ask you 3 questions, bro. And you answer the 3 questions, then you good. And you got to form a rapport with him. But who really want to be sitting there stroking a nigga ego like that, bro? Real talk, man. Like, when you got niggas like Wilder, you got niggas like Earl Spence who do a lot of shit he ain't posed to. See, I got stories for days. You know what I'm saying? I could put a lot of nigga shit out in the streets, but that ain't how we conduct ourselves over here. You know, he said, I know one thing, you better get of Texas, don't mess with Texas. What you say? One thing you better get, I don't know what you saying. Get of Texas, don't mess with Texas niggas. I don't know what you mean. You saying Texas niggas don't mess with Texas niggas. Don't mess with any niggas. Y'all niggas ain't the platinum standard. Y'all niggas act like y'all the only niggas down that's gangster, nigga. Like, nigga, we get gangster too. Shit, nigga, it's niggas up in Vermont who get gangster, nigga. It's niggas out here in Mexico get gangster, nigga. Y'all Texas niggas ain't the only gangster niggas around. Y'all niggas be acting like y'all niggas is bulletproof. Like, nigga, we shoot too. We smack niggas too. We take L's too. They be swearing like them niggas so damn tough. Y'all done got the motherfucking Cowboys in the motherfucking playoffs. And y'all done got some fighters down there. Now y'all niggas invincible, nigga. Don't let that bulletproof vest hype y'all niggas up. But don't let these boxers hype y'all up. Y'all fucked around in the backyard and put a bag on the tree and you start hitting that bitch, think you about to go out here and whoop somebody's ass. Don't let these boxers hype y'all up. And I'm gonna tell you a story real quick. I had a nigga that lived next door to me, right? It was his sister, it was him and a younger brother, right? And Apparently, the mama got the nigga a punching bag. Every time I reference some funny shit, that shit probably really happened. He said, we got carry policy. Man, y'all got open carry down there, nigga. I know exactly what y'all got. All right? And the nigga mama got him a punching bag. So, for some reason, he started beefing with my mans across the street. I don't know what they was beefing about. I can't remember. But, you know, he was hitting the bag every day. Because I lived on the corner on Finkel and Sorrento. Right off Keeler. I live right on the corner. So this nigga lived next to me. So when I come off my porch, I can see the nigga in the backyard, and I be telling the kids what up. They was hooping. So I'm on my way to work and shit. I just graduated and shit. This nigga hitting the bag and shit. This nigga Avery hitting the bag. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. He hitting the bag and shit. And I don't know why he was hitting the bag every day. Apparently, I done got off one day. My nigga done came across. I had to whoop Avery ass. He said his mama done got him that bag and hyped him up. Man, he put that nigga down there in the motherfucking coma. This little nigga thought he was ready punching his bag. Don't let that bag hype you up. That motherfucker don't hit back. Everybody got a plan somebody get hit in the mouth. I'm just talking shit. Niggas mad as fuck. He said the Cowboys can't beat the Packers. Man, we whoop the Packers. We can't win shit in Detroit, nigga. We can beat the Packers, though. We swept them niggas 2 years in a row, but it ain't mean shit. But yeah, I'm talking shit, man. This nigga's going, oh, man, you heard what that nigga said? He said whoop-de whoop, 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 and whoop, whoop, whoop. Nah, you can't say Texas versus everybody. That's a Detroit thing, bro. I gotta come up with somebody else. Just put "Don't mess with Texas" on y'all shirt. You said C4 Texas niggas was the one that popped first. The one that popped first. I don't even know what they talking about. He said the world is ghetto. Yeah, the world is ghetto, nigga. Everywhere got ghetto, nigga. For real. Them niggas in Mexico the real fucking gangsters. Them niggas the real gangsters. Them niggas ain't got shit. Them niggas killing niggas with bare feet and shit. Do a Texas accent. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to get my sandy cheeks on. Niggas in High Science was the real D-Town niggas. Oh, these niggas getting arguing about who the real niggas, man. Oh, we had the shag first, man. We created the shag first. I heard Fort Worth run Dallas, Texas niggas, though. I heard them Fort Worth niggas run y'all niggas, though. Is that true? No, that's real shit. Them niggas do Fort Worth niggas run y'all niggas? We play y'all next year, though. Don't worry about it. Fort Worth run Dallas, Texas niggas. Ain't nobody answering my question, man. Like Nas told Jay-Z. Queens niggas run you niggas like Russell Simmons. Ask Russell Simmons. So Fort Worth running niggas out of Dallas and shit. That's why y'all in Dallas. They said no Dallas niggas don't come to Fort Worth. It's some thugs in Fort Worth, truth be told. I'm in the Dallas, Texas sports group, and them niggas be going back and forth. I said, damn, ain't Fort Worth right next to Dallas? But they be going hell. He said, come on now, you talking it too far, Fort Worth down. Don't run shit. Oh, them niggas be arguing about that shit, dog. That shit be funny, dog. Them Dallas and Fort Worth niggas be having me cracking up, bro. That's the funniest shit in my life, dog. Them niggas is hilarious, bro. I be sitting back laughing. Them two totally different niggas, man. You would think them niggas, one was from, you would think Dallas and Fort Worth was like New York and L.A., bro. You think they like that? Them niggas right next to each other and shit. Them niggas be going at it. I be like, damn. Michigan didn't invent the shag. Hell no, man. We ain't invent no fucking shag. Ain't no niggas in my hood wearing that bullshit on the back of their head. Hell no. Hell no. Man, my day, you been got jumped coming to school for that shit. They better got a jump. Nigga been in... Man, whoop your ass wearing that bullshit. I'm talking shit. You really got your ass whooped wearing some shit like that. It's a couple schools I went to. You know what I'm saying? I had one dude up here. My one dude, he had that shit. He got it braided, bro. Oh, my God. Niggas was flaming that nigga on the net, bro. Niggas was flaming that nigga, bro. I think the shag came from the mullet. New Orleans didn't run Dallas. What about San Antonio? I don't know shit about San Antonio. I just know they trying to be like Compton. I thought you knew. See, niggas don't know about that. San Antonio. They trying to be like Compton. Denver. They want to be like Compton. Oakland. They just like Compton. I thought you knew. That old DJ Quick, man, that shit used to bang, nigga. I still be banging that shit. Houston different than the rest of Texas. H-Town niggas don't fuck with them. I heard Houston and Dallas is two totally different type of people. It's real thugs in El Paso. Yeah, I got a homie that played high school ball in El Paso. He went to New Mexico State, then he ended up transferring to Alabama State. Let's finish talking about Bud before I wrap it up. Like I said before, Bud to get mad. Bud to get mad at he get mad at the black media, but he won't get mad at ESPN. But he did say something about ESPN before. He said that after that he got dissed by Denver and San Antonio dudes. Ain't nobody hear it though. Ain't nobody hear it. But yeah, he got mad at a few of the reporters, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, Fred wanna interview him real bad and shit. But he not fucking with none of them niggas, man. Or none of us niggas in general. He ain't doing no interviews, and that's where the disdain come from. That's where the disdain, he called out Dan Rayfield. Y'all heard that, but at the end of the day, when you gonna call? I mean, when Teddy Atlas told you that you and Andre Ward weren't better than Lomachenko, I mean, at the end of the day, where that energy at though, man? He's still interviewing with the same dudes that just call him a nigga when he turn his back, or even works with the ER, and then he just sit there and then he be running from black reporters and shit, like, cause we all supposed to be pro Errol Spence. That ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit what he do. But at the end of the day, he want to know why he behind the 8-ball, why Errol Spence got more fans. When you pushing niggas away, the reason why a lot of people like Errol Spence, because it's a lot of access to Errol Spence. Errol Spence will call into a nigga show. Errol Spence will stop and do an interview. Errol Spence will be taking pictures with motherfuckers at the mall. He's more fan friendly. He might not have the biggest personality, but you know what Errol Spence will do is stop and do an interview. He'll stop and talk boxing about you. He'll be, he just more accessible to the black fans. There's 1,000 fucking interviews by black media with Errol Spence. It's very few, and I don't consider, Fight Hype, they black, but they ain't, a lot of motherfuckers don't like them. But I ain't, I ain't trying to speak on that, right? But he won't sit there, he'll sit there and interview with them, but then one of them niggas come up to, oh no, I don't interview with you, and whoop-de-whoop. And now, you know what, that just turned people off. And real niggas not gonna trip over it though. Real niggas not gonna be like, oh, that's fucked up. Real niggas gonna be like, it is what it is. I understand. But real talk, he ain't got nobody to blame for his stock not being high. He's sitting over there kissing ass on ESPN. But guess what? When motherfuckers gonna figure that social media, when they gonna figure that social media is where you blow up the hardest at, bruh. He said, I never seen none of these media dudes at the fights though. Eagle's the only dude I saw at the Crawford fight. I'm not sure about that. I just know Eagle was down there at the Ndongo fight. He was at the Ndongo fight. I will say that. He was at the Ndongo fight. Now, the Gamboa post-style fight, and maybe that's why he got an axe to burn, because a lot of people ain't coming to this fight. But a lot of people don't want to go to Nebraska. And I ain't saying that to be funny, but they say Nebraska got a lot of culture, so maybe it's a destination thing. It's right in the middle. So it ain't like you going full to the east or you going full to the west. It ain't in a bad location. But at the end of the day, when you going to figure out that the pipeline to really getting your popularity up is through social media? That's where it's at. ESPN can't build no star. They can't. They showing you right now. They can't build no star. And he need to figure that out. The reason why Wilder came up, yeah, he fought on free TV, but it's 1,000 motherfucking Deontay Wilder interviews. It's 1,000 Errol Spence interviews. You know what I'm saying? And it's 1,000 Adrian Broner interviews. Real talk, like the dudes on YouTube, like Dante, Ego, guys like that, they really are responsible for promoting better fight. All of us is. We the reason why a lot of these boxers is hot. Because without us talking boxing on YouTube, where do Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder, Dominic Breazeale, Clarissa Shields, Christina Hammer, J-Rock, Ishe Smith, Manny Pacquiao now, Keith Thurman, Tank, Tevin, Joseph Diaz, Leo Santa Cruz, Anuyiwa, Donier, Tanaka, Shamira, Zeus Shimon. You can go up and down the list. Where can they go? Outside some of them dudes that's hardcore in their country, in America, where can they go and hear themselves get talked about? Real talk. Where do you go to get your boxing? You don't go to Undisputed to get your boxing. You don't go to ESPN to get your boxing. Nobody's watching that weak ass Dan Rayfield shit on ESPN Plus. They canceled. They gonna be canceling Max Kellerman shit in a minute. Where do you go to get your boxing? 90% of probably 98% of boxing talk in the shows are right here on YouTube. So the very people that's doing the groundwork, if they talking good about you, if they talking bad about you, or they talking in the neutral about you, guess what? Where can you go and get an opinion on yourself or see what people thought about your fight? You can't go to ESPN and get a thorough opinion. ESPN ain't doing a 1 hour special. They're not even doing 5-minute talks about your fight. Where do you go get your boxing at? He said, "Is it tripping about no interview?" But at the end of the day, he tripping because he came and said that the reason he interviewing with these niggas because they all Errol Spence or they against him. And I'm saying the reason people are against you is because you turned your back. You don't have a ton of interviews out there. Every time they see you interviewing, you smiling with Ben Thompson, you smiling with Eddie Seckback, you smiling with Behind the Gloves. I'm just throwing some just random names out there. But when it come to them, the niggas that really talk black boxing, they got a huge influence. And it ain't even me. I'm gonna talk about the nigga good or bad. I'm not talking about myself because I don't care for the interview. You know? But when you talk about people that got spearhead the black community, yeah, they go ahead and say this and that about Terence Crawford. They'll say some nice things to make it seem like they trying to be neutral. You know? They act like they trying to be neutral. But really, soon as Terence Crawford come out and say, "Oh, I beat up Errol Spence," hey, they boop, nigga ain't never been live in the middle of the night for real. Never. Nigga come out and go live and say, "Oh, he beat up Errol Spence." This is what Errol Spence said. Bud say some shit, ain't nobody going live. Everybody gonna act like Bud ain't say nothing. How many people you see when Bud called out him on TMZ Sports did a video about it? If they did a video, well, you know, he really didn't do this or that, and they came and made it about Errol Spence. Oh, he need to get away from Bob Arum before he fought Errol Spence. Who came and made a video and really talked that shit about Errol Spence? I mean, Terence Crawford coming out Errol Spence. I did that shit. And I don't know about how many people all them mad. Well, you know, you heard he said the business part of it though. You know, he really don't want to fight him. Like, keep it real, bro. Errol Spence come out here and say, right now he come out there and say, "I shoved my foot up Errol Spence," or Errol say, "I shoved my foot up Terence ass right now." He said, I just stump him and beat him in the ring. He gonna Instagram live and do a 5-second video. Sean, what's going on? How many niggas gonna stop what they doing right now? Nigga, they got a lamb chop in his mouth. A motherfucker that got a Aquafina. A motherfucker that got a motherfucking some honey whiskey from what's that shit called? Jack Daniels honey whiskey. That shit good as fuck too. Or motherfuckers watching this Wichita and some like motherfucker be fucking right now. Hit it from the back. They get that notification. Niggas stopping everything. Oh, baby, I gotta pull out real quick. You heard what Errol said? Them niggas are bad. Niggas will stop fucking bad niggas, man. You know I'm telling the truth, but that's partly Terence Crawford fault. Bo Mack shouldn't have to be in the streets doing interviews. He should come on and do these interviews with these black channels. And he'll get in there, but it's too late now. Everybody is conditioned, where the majority of people are conditioned to hate Terence Crawford. It's too late. Only thing he can go out there and do is play the bad guy, whoop Errol Spence, and just ride up into the fucking sunset, bro. That's all he can do right now. It's over with. His contract is until 2025. You think Al Heyman is going to save that nigga just to make a fight with Earl when he can have Earl and Jarrett Hurd produce just as good of a fight? Yeah, he don't care. It's over with for him, bro. He can come and kiss all the ass he want to. He can come and nigga show every day for a week, for a month, or for 2 months. Man, niggas might start to like him a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You know, he might like him a little bit. Earl got too much ground. Earl did it the right way. See, they said my Tommy voice, you stupid. Man, dude, I'm being real, dog. It's over with for him, bro. It's over with. The only thing he can do is go out there and that's the best thing he can go and do and dominate and make Earl look stupid. You know, and play the bad guy role. It's over with. When you in a sport like boxing, you got to keep your name in rotation. Adrian Broner, even if he, like, what's the difference between Adrian Broner losing and the difference of Danny Garcia losing? I'm just using him for hypotheticals. Adrian Broner, he ain't hiding in his hotel room. Adrian Broner walking around with his winnings. He come on the next Showtime telecast. He get his name right back out there. Oh, y'all still fight that nigga right now? He want to do a rematch with Madonna? I do a rematch with Madonna. What? And Broner, like, it's all love. Like, niggas, the reason why people like Broner is not, I'm going to do a video about Broner later. He said some disturbing shit, man. But it's not about Adrian Broner losing or him being a dick or an ass. Adrian Broner, like, he good, though. I fight anybody. And when he lose, like, he'll come back and joke about it. Oh, yeah, I thought I won the fight, but see, I still fight him, and guess what? His name back in rotation. Niggas talking about Broner again. Broner going to the next fight, supporting somebody. Broner not hiding in no cave. He not holding on his contract till 2021 with options not to. Now, I heard it was 2025. Well, that's a rumor I heard from Fred. No options can drag it to 2025. But, like I said before, it's over with for that nigga, man. But Danny Garcia lose, he go hide out for a year or two. Earl call his name. Sean call his name. He go out there and hide. And then when you see Danny Garcia, like, damn, where you been at? I cried in my room and I couldn't take the loss to Sean Porter. Like, nigga, grow up here. Like, dude, you exceeded expectations. You got out hustled. But it wasn't to the point where you should hang your head over. You should be trying to get a rematch. Well, he said he said it from somebody from Top Rank told him. He said he didn't know if it was true or not. But I can see that nigga being in a 2025 contract with Bob Arum. I'm not saying it's true. I don't care what he in. As long as he fight Bud, as long as he fight Earl, we cool. I don't give a shit what he do. If he beat Earl, oh man, shit, I'm happy for him. He solidified his legacy, in my opinion. If it ain't already solidified in some people, but most people want to see him solidify his legacy. Like Spence gonna move up 2 weight classes and KO Canelo. I don't see that happening. Ain't nobody beating Canelo, bro. It gonna have to be somebody that's like Charlo, bro. But he gonna put so many fucking loopholes and shit. You ain't gonna beat Canelo, man. But Bud is in a position that for himself. Now, if you happy, you don't want to do interviews and shit, like, it's cool. Like, we ain't got no problem with that, Nate, man. If you don't do interviews, you don't want to do interviews. That's cool, though. But at the end of the day, don't be hating the guy that's doing the interviews. Don't hate the guy that's doing the interviews. That's his fan base getting pumped up because he accessible. Because they seeing him on Fox, undisputed. They going through the car wash. He on the commercials. Like, at the end of the day, that shit don't win fights, though. That shit don't win fights. Earl Spence can be as popular as he want to. He can get his ass whooped. And one night, Terence Crawford can turn Spence's popularity into his popularity. In one night. In one night. If he go out there and embarrass Spence in front of everybody, everything that Spence built up is going to be Terence Crawford. That's how Floyd beat Oscar. Floyd didn't have no real momentum going against Oscar. He didn't have no real momentum. He didn't. He said Marvin didn't talk a lot, man, didn't say a lot. No, but at the point when he whooped ass, he started doing right guard commercials and shit like that. But for Errol, if he beat Terence Crawford, I mean, that nigga gonna blow up like the World Trade Center. You know what I'm saying? Like Biggie said, he gonna blow the fuck up. He gonna be bigger than the mayor, bro, in my Rich Boy voice. He gonna be humongous if he able to capitalize on beating Bud. He gonna be bigger. He gonna be bigger. He said Spence can't outbox Crawford can't outbox Spence. Yeah, he can. He can outbox Spence. He can. Now, can he keep from getting knocked out? I don't know. But he definitely can outbox Spence. I'll tell you that right now. He definitely can. That's I'm not ruling that out. Spence got a lot. Spence got some fucking problems, man. A lot of people don't see him. They want to sit here and argue with niggas over social media. I ain't got to explain myself to nothing. I ain't got to explain. I seen him, and if Spence don't work on those deficiencies, he gonna have a handful dealing with that man. But at the end of the day, Crawford worked on his deficiency. But that's what happened when fire hit the pan. But what's going on, Wood? Y'all go subscribe to Woodstar TV. You know, Crawford had some deficiencies. He kind of closed them up, but you know, when you get in there versus another a B+ level fighter, and you make an A level type of fight, you know, any mistake that Bud make is gonna get capitalized by Earl, and any mistake Earl make is gonna get capitalized by Bud. That's what makes the fight so good, because you gonna see every hole they got exposed in that fight. Every hole you got is gonna get exposed. And Bud has closed up his deficiencies with his discipline a little bit, going tit for tat and getting hit with a lot of overhand rights. He's closed that gap up. But really, did he really close the gap, or was the level of competition just like, you know, was it, you know, because Felix Diaz hit him with a ton of overhand rights. Orthodox southpaw, Hank Lundy hit him with a ton of right hands. Delorme was hitting him with a ton of right hands. Or Ray Beltran was hitting him with a ton of right hands over the top. You know, if Spence is really thinking about how you're gonna beat Bud, it's gonna be a overhand left, kind of like that old Marciano punch, but it was overhand right. He was orthodox, I believe, and he had that punch that came over the top and it slept niggas. If I'm Spence, I'm working on that punching in between his combinations to land that big punch. You know, because you can land that punch. You know, you can land that punch. He said Bud would get caught in exchanges with Spence, I believe. The thing about Spence is Spence don't exchange with you, though. Spence don't punch with you. So it's going to be pretty much Bud Crawford like some Gamboa shit, taking pictures of, you know, admiring his work and getting caught. Bud do lose focus. Like I said before, that fight can go either way. You know, Terence Bud Crawford is still getting better, to be honest. Errol Spence is getting better by the fight. And I said it before and I said it again. If Errol Spence is able to get Keith Thurman in the ring and beat Keith Thurman, and I think he will get Sean and beat Sean, I will give him an advantage over Bud. No matter what, because if he able to beat Keith and a good Keith and a good Sean, Keith Thurman is the perfect opponent to get you ready for Bud. Because if Earl can cut that ring off on Keith, you know, if he can cut that ring off on Keith, he'll be able to cut it on Bud. But the difference between Bud and Keith, once you cut the ring off on Keith, you can take his power and you can touch Keith. You can get Keith about it, or you can beat him. The thing about Bud is Bud ain't got to run. He ain't got to move to be effective. Bud can sit there, be stationary, slip, catch punches. He can fight you in the pocket. Bud can fight you in the inside. He can box on the outside. That's the difference between Bud and Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman don't know how to be patient and be stationary and operate. Keith Thurman and Saddam Ali is a lot, in a lot of the ways, they the same fighter. Saddam Ali is just not as gifted and strong and punches hard as Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, for a lot of people, don't know how good Keith Thurman was in that Lopez fight. Keith Thurman was tremendous in my opinion. You know, he was tremendous. A lot of people don't agree with me, but for somebody coming off 2-year layoff, 22-month layoff, for him to move like that for 12 rounds, that was amazing to me, man. To get your stamina up for 12 rounds like that, man. And of course, we'll see a better Keith Thurman next time out. Maybe versus Pacquiao, however. But that was amazing. That was amazing to me. But that's the fight that Errol Spence need to get. That's the fight that's gonna tell you if Errol Spence how he gonna do against Bud Crawford is Keith Thurman. Because if he cut that ring off, his chances go up through the roof. He stopped. No. He dropped Lopez. Yeah, he dropped Lopez. I know you're talking about the Diaz fight. Crawford stopped him. But and I thought higher Diaz. That's when I started waking up to Crawford for real. When he beat Felix Diaz, I woke up to that. I said, okay. Because Felix Diaz was a PBC fighter that wanted to fight Terence Crawford and cross the gun line. You know. So, you know, Saddam Ali is a guy that move a lot. But when he's stationary, it ain't that he ain't got no jaw. He just burned through his energy. Keith Thurman just got a better fighter. He got better stamina, better legs. You gotta watch women boxing. He got better legs. He got a ton of better shit in the bank, man. But yeah, let me slide up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody. I'm gonna go live on my other channel now. Appreciate everybody for showing the love. Blessings, man. And I'll come back. He said Hank Lundy was outboxing Bud for 5 rounds. Yeah, he was clocking that nigga, man. But I ain't gonna talk about that fight, man. Hank Lundy did some disrespectful shit to Bud Crawford, man. I remember when that shit happened too. But appreciate everybody for showing love, man. Blessings, man. I'll be back with some more work later on tonight, man. But y'all know what the business is, man. One time for the one time. We gone. If I figure out how to end this shit.